Now we are 5, 4, 3. Go, Anthony.
Hey, welcome back.
From B to Z, no A's allowed. I am the undomesticated John. This is Ed, and he is going to bring us in with this movie. What are we reviewing today, Ant?
What is it? 2021's The Trip.
The Trip.
It's currently on Netflix. Go stream it now.
Yeah, stream it now. It is known by another name. It's a Norwegian movie called Leon Dagger. I don't know how to pronounce. I'm not Norwegian. I don't know how to speak. They speak. But tell us who's the director. No, I don't think they speak Norwegian. It's like Dutch.
It says original language.
Oh, Norwegian. Oh, I didn't know there was a language. Learn something every day. But can you tell us the names of the director and the names of the who wrote it? Go ahead, Anthony.
All right, the director is Tommy. I'm about to butcher this man's name. Forgive me. I don't speak Norwegian, and I don't know how to even pronounce some of these letters because they have all kinds of accent marks I've never seen before.
Go ahead, try it out. Make it what you want.
Tommy Wirkola.
Ricola.
Yeah, well, that was easy. But the next, the producer. Kjetil Omberg.
Very good.
And Horgan Storm Rosenberg.
We got that.
And the writer is Nick Ball.
Okay, we got those.
And John Neven and Tommy. Tommy from the beginning.
It's Wirkola.
Yeah, work.
All right, so
Wirkola.
So this movie, The Trip, it was a trip. It was a whole trip. It was more than just what you thought it was going to be. It started off really whack and corny. Almost like it was a really whack and corny movie.
Oh, well, these aren't A movies, so let's front. It's not like it's going. Most of them are going to be great. We'll catch a great one here and there.
I kind of enjoyed this one because it was so weird.
Yeah, this one was a little all over the place. Yeah, because it opens in his office, right?
It opens with them being on set.
At his,
they like doing a scene
at his job. Yeah.
At his job, and he's like a director. He is a director
for a soap opera.
For soap opera, yes. And so it starts off on that scene. Then he cuts, and he's talking to the actress,
and she's asking about direction because she wants to do it on the scene and wants to be better. And he's sitting there talking about him and his wife are going away for the weekend. And she's like,
okay, let's act it out real quick. So, so we just finished the scene. I just want to know where we're going next, for the next scene. So give me some, what do you think I need to work on?
Well, you know, me and my wife, we're going away this weekend. We're going up to the woods because she wants to go for a hike.
Oh, nice. That sounds really nice. I know she likes to hike. Yeah. So for the next scene, I really would like to know, like, when you
I keep telling her how dangerous it is out there. I don't know why she would want to go for a hike by herself off in the woods.
Yeah, so when what we did in this scene, it was more of like a more
did
dramatic.
I say where we're going this weekend?
Yeah, that's so great. Well, I have a few more minutes before I have to go to makeup, and then I'm gonna.
Gotta go. Everything's ready.
All right. Well, have a good weekend. Boy, did he set up the when he was talking.
And I'm like, and I'm watching this. I'm like, he about to kill his wife. And he want everybody to know because then. What, he go see his dad?
He goes see his dad. Yes, he talks to his dad, and he goes to his dad's cabin. And talk about
he's telling his dad he's going up to the cabin and everything because his wife wants to go out, and his wife and his dad
by herself alone, and
his dad knows he's bullshit.
Yeah, his dad's like an old military, hard ass man guy, whatever.
Probably the only regular guy in the goddamn movie.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And he was kind of weird too.
And he was definitely off. So they go up to the cabin, him and his wife. And
wait, no, the wife is at her job because she's telling people too that.
Oh, I didn't see that part. How did I see that? It's the beginnings of movies be getting me because I just
she just
something in my heart just don't want to do beginnings of movies, no matter what happens.
Yeah, because she didn't say he wanted to go for a hike. She said he wanted to do something else dangerous out there. I can't remember what it was. She was telling somebody.
A coworker, whatever. Yeah. And she's an actress.
Yeah.
But she's like looking for different roles and stuff. She's not satisfied in her job. So he's a director. She's an actress. I guess that's how they got together. They don't really like each other anymore.
Yeah.
Not at all.
And you can tell on the ride up there, they're at each other's throat.
And then they're trying to be nice, and then it doesn't get nice, and then it's like, all right.
A lot of passive aggressive, and then aggressive, and then
they get to the cabin.
Yeah.
So they're at the cabin, and they spend the first night cool.
Well, it was the whole night? I don't think they were there the whole night. I think it was. It might have been the first night, and then the next day they got into it or whatever.
The next day they got it because when they woke up, they had dinner or something together. They were playing Scrabble.
Yeah,
and then he got real petty about some words, and then she was like, "I'm going to bed," and they got a little tiff. He goes outside. I think he called a guy, or no, he just went outside.
No, he just went outside at that point. Yeah, that's when she was talking to the guy. She was talking to the guy about that when because that's when the weirdo guy, the long guy came up and he was like, "I'll see you in a little bit." That's when she was telling the guy about what her husband was going to do, some weird stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the next morning, I think she's standing looking at something, and then he approaches her.
Yeah, like she's standing, like reading, just standing, like facing the wall, reading
at
something.
a desk.
Yeah.
And he's approaching her really slowly with a hammer raised, and he wants to go down and attack her, and she turns around and takes the shit out of him in his chest. He just falls back.
He drops the hammer and falls back.
And he's like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "I'm trying to kill you."
Yeah, basically wakes up tied up.
Yes, that's what happened. He woke up tied up. She's like, "Well, why did you come after me with the thing?" That's right. And he's waiting for, he's trying to buy time.
Yeah. Well, he tells her his whole story, why he was going to kill her, and this, that, and the third. And he said, "Well, why are you trying to kill me?" And they go back and forth.
Yeah.
She said, "Well, my plan's better than yours because I'm going to kill you, and this is how I'm going to do it."
Money and,
This, that, and the third. And she was like, "Well, what was the rope for? I seen the rocks in the trunk, and I already knew I'm 2 steps ahead of you."
Yeah, like dummy, because women are always 2 steps ahead. We plan out a lot better.
Yeah.
So, but while she's doing that, and they're going back and forth, because another guy comes up. He parks further out because he's part of the plan from the husband.
Yeah.
Victor. Victor.
Yeah.
He's a little.
He's slow. He's their gardener.
Yeah. And so what happens before she gets him, Victor comes in and hits her in the head.
He got something.
He hits her and knocks her out. And then they tie her up.
Yeah.
And then they're going back and forth, and Victor's talking about the money.
Yeah. Yeah. He's supposed to give him, and then she's like, "Oh,
I'll give you this amount."
Yeah, because he promised Victor $50,000.
The first time she was like, "You got Victor? He's an idiot."
Yeah.
You got this stupid Victor. He's an idiot. She looks at him like, he's an idiot. They were so ignorant.
But she was tied up already.
Yeah.
They was winning.
Yeah, they were winning. So she's begging, like, "I'll give you this amount of money." He's lying about the insurance money.
Yeah, he told you it was only $50,000. It's really $3 million. I'll give you 1.5. And then he takes the gun and he points it at him. And he says, "No, I'll give you." She's lying. And then it goes back and forth, back and forth.
So what happened? How did they get out of that? Because it ends up turning that she gets out.
Yeah, and no. What happens is he starts fighting.
Oh, that's right.
They start fighting.
Lars and Victor starts fighting.
Yeah, Lars and Victor.
And then he asks his wife to help him out.
No, what happens is first he fucks Lars up.
Yes.
He knocks him out or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Then he ties his wife. And they sitting there because they think he's dead.
Yes, they think they killed him. It was weird. They had a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, I think he was bleeding or something.
Mm-hmm.
But then Lars...
And she said, "That's what it is."
Lars gets up and tries to leave, and she yells, "Stop him." No, she yells, "Stop him." And the guy still has the shotgun in his hand, so he shoots Lars in the back.
Yeah, no. Did Victor shoot Lars?
No. Lars
the husband.
Lars is the husband. He shot
Victor
in the back.
and shooed Victor.
As Victor's trying to run away.
Yeah.
He shoots him in the back, and it was the funniest scene ever because Victor's body just flies up.
Yeah.
I had to rewind that like 3 times because I'd never seen anybody in any movie react from any kind of gun blast like that in my life. His whole body just flew up in the air.
The pop, yeah. And that was it for Victor.
Yeah.
And she's like, why did you do that? He's like, you told me to do something.
He was like, what? You told me to do it. And she's like, I didn't tell you to do it. I told you to stop him. We said, well, what did you think I was going to do? I had a gun in my hand. And they go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
And then they start fighting each other.
Yeah.
Like, really fighting each other. I think he hit her in the face with the gun.
Yeah, and they start running through the house.
And then she, like, had the gun. They almost shoot each other. And they go in the bathroom.
Then they run upstairs. And they fighting upstairs.
Yeah, and because they're still doing their best to kill each other. And get this money. And because now they can say somebody tried to do this and break in and all this. Yeah. So they're in the bedroom and they're tussling and they finally get the gun closed and it's going like she almost shoots at Lars, but it goes up and shoots up.
And it shoots the ceiling. Boom.
What happened, Anthony?
The ceiling starts to crack.
Yes.
And you hear a noise, then it starts to crumble, and then boom, 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 boom.
Pow!
Three guys fall out the ceiling.
I was like, what?
What the fuck?
So then it rewinds.
Then you get a flashback.
So you see that it's prisoners.
Yeah, 3 escaped prisoners. They're running in the woods and everything else. They find the cabin. Mm-hmm. They're living in the cabin for a couple of days. Then they see them pull up and they run and hide in the attic.
Yeah.
So they've been hiding in the attic
for
2 days.
2 days. And what happened in the attic? Well, one thing they think they doing about that when they fell asleep. One guy was looking at them sleep and he was like, "Ooh, balls."
You will remember that.
I remember.
I do remember that.
When there was an addict, the guy who like balls.
Yeah,
he was like, "Ooh, balls," and he was like, "Come on, you can stop thinking about that right now."
Yeah.
Then the other guy.
Yeah, he had to take a shit.
He's like, "I can't help it." He was like, "Why? Why can't you help me?" He was like, "Because I ate the berry."
yeah. Because when they was running through the woods, he just stopped and was eating random.
Don't eat the berry. It's going to make you sick.
He said, "I'm hungry. I have to eat something." Big Nazi dude, big blonde hair.
Oh, Nazi at the ends and all the stuff all over.
Swastikas.
So he just takes a dump right upstairs with them.
Yeah, in the middle of the attic floor.
Yeah.
And it stinks and they're mad at him and I'm like...
And so they're up there for a whole nother day and then they end up seeing, this is a flashback, they end up seeing Victor, the guy who was helping Lars out, the husband, come through and they was like, oh man, somebody else. So they're hearing everything that's going on the whole time. But they only fall through once the
shot, because she ends up shooting the guy who was shooting, not while he was shooting, but she ended up shooting him in the
right
ass.
in his ass, yes. So they fall through. So what happened that time?
Anyway, after they fall through, they take the upper hand, end up tying up the wife and the husband.
Down in the basement again.
Yeah, back in the basement.
And they talk about, they're going, looking at the wife and talking about rapey stuff and stuff. And then they basically, the husband is like, whatever, you can do whatever you want with her. And then as they are approaching her, they grab the husband.
Because like, no, that's balls. That's what we was talking about you. We want to talk about her. She was like, okay, well, you gotta do what you gotta do, honey, like you just said.
And he was wrestling and tussling with it, and she was like,
it was very scary to me.
But she ended up saving him.
Rape that man,
She ends up saving him. See, women. She ends up saving him because she said, "Well, I got money if you don't rape him or rape me." Because I would say, "I got money if you don't rape me." Now I wouldn't want nobody. I wouldn't want a man to get raped.
I don't want to see nobody. I don't want to see nobody. I don't want to sit there.
So I would have said, maybe. I would say, can I go upstairs? Because he did try to kill her, and he was gonna let her get raped. All right, so they don't.
She said, "I got money. I'll take you to the bank tomorrow
when they open up and get the money." So
and he was like, "Yeah, if you're lying, pet her." He was the leader of the bad guy.
Yeah. He was the leader. So they leave them downstairs and they go upstairs.
Yeah.
Until they're waiting until the day that they go. The Nazi guy comes downstairs. Was it?
Well, yeah, because they start. After the guy almost gets raped, he really just stops talking and just pretty much just sits there and shut down. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, after his wife tries to talk to him for a long time, but he was ignoring her the whole time, just like shut down because.
He got raped.
Yes.
Over the pool
But then he starts rocking his chair, starts kicking boxes and making all kinds of noise and stuff. And they come downstairs and he's like, I gotta take a shit. And the guy's like, fine. You gotta take a shit. And he's like, fine, untie him, let him take a shit. So
and he's like, don't do anything in there. He checks, searches him and everything. He goes in the bathroom. So he comes out, rushes out, and
he talks to the
lady.
The lady is talking to
the Nazi dude.
Yeah, and he realized they're Jewish, so he really don't like
he was
them.
like, I don't like you.
Yeah, like I would have raped you, but I don't like you.
Yeah, no, that was before then. He still was gonna rape her because he still wanted to see her titties.
Yeah.
And he's like, I can't rape you, but would you let me see your titties? And then she was like, I don't know, I'll let you know. But then Lars comes out and attacks him with a sock full of pool balls. Well, we don't know exactly where they came from.
We have no idea where Lars.
They never really tell us, did it come from Lars? Or did it come from out the bathroom? I don't know.
I have no idea.
When his wife asks, he just gives her a look and she just looks back.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well,
either way.
But then, what happens after that? She's like, untie me. Lars leaves her.
Yeah, he leaves her, runs upstairs.
Yeah, she had to untie herself.
Yeah.
And she sneaks upstairs and past them.
Mm-hmm.
And then
where the fuck did Lars go? I don't know.
Oh, then she finds the Nazi. No, that wasn't it. Where did Lars go?
I don't remember.
She runs out the house. She can't find the key. She runs back in the house
looking for the car.
And then the Nazi guy comes back. So they run out looking for Lars.
Yeah.
Nazi guy comes back in the house, sees her, and then she starts flirting with him. Like, we can be together. I always thought this. And he was like, no, you're a Jew.
Yeah.
No. And so behind her, she see Lars come. They got beat up in this movie.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they got
had
beat
already
up in
been
the movie.
fucked up once by each other.
I don't get it in these movies or in reality. If somebody is beating somebody up near you and it's a dangerous situation, they like killers, jump in. Why is nobody jumping in? Why is nobody fighting and helping up? You just standing on the side while he getting beat up. And I mean beat up to the point where the movie had a lump on his head.
Yeah.
That was good makeup.
Yeah,
it had a lump. So Lars goes in to try to get him and stabs him, but they only stab him once, which I don't get in the movies either. You gotta keep going until they can't move anymore. Not that I would do that. It's a movie. In movies you do that.
Yeah.
But so they stab him once and then he starts beating up Lars and like pow.
Yeah.
Pow. Dead on in
yeah,
his face.
I think he picked the chick up and threw her.
Threw her in the corner and she just stays there while he's beating on Lars. So he gets beat up. They end up killing him? How did they
I forget how they killed him. I know it was something funny. Oh, yeah. Was he the one who got shotgun in the ball?
No, his face. It wasn't the balls. It was his face. Remember, Lars ended up getting it and then he shot him.
Oh, yeah, they was fighting over the shotgun. Yeah, he shot Lars.
So, he's dead.
Yeah.
They come back and they find out that Lars... Oh, they kind of found out that Lars, they killed the other guy. And they run out. Did they run out? We did watch this movie. We do be watching the movies. It just be sometimes.
Yeah, time between filming and watching.
But we're here still to tell you about it. So.
Yeah, and if we're not supposed to tell you everything, go watch it.
You gotta go watch it. Okay, it doesn't tell us in this review either. Go back on it. So anyway, the other guy, they chased him out. There's another dumb guy that's with them. I don't know how he died.
Yeah, it was 3 of them. Yeah, wait.
The middle one.
No, wait, we're not that far on. Yeah, we're not there yet.
Okay, I'll be going to.
They killed the Nazi guy.
Yes, they killed the Nazi guy.
Then they get captured again by the other 2 guys outside.
Yes.
Because he flips the lawnmower over and he's about to put Lars into the lawn. He said, "I killed a bunch of men, a bunch of different ways,
yes,
but
and he
I never
beating them up even out
I never put anybody in a lawnmower."
And the other guy's holding the girl by the neck with a knife.
Yeah.
That's why they couldn't get away. But he was beating him up really bad.
Yeah.
Like crushing his head. So he's about to do that in the lawnmower thing.
Then I don't know where Lars's dad comes driving up and runs the guy over.
Yeah, runs the guy over. Because the dad flashback goes back to a neighbor calls him
the night before
talking about this people's too many cars outside their house. He's like, they having parties and stuff.
Yeah.
Or something, and then maybe a burglary.
And his dad was like inside the old folks home. Wasn't supposed to be out anyway, but they gave him an excuse to leave. But he ended up having to break out
of it. He had the little walking things. He was saying, "Goddamn legs!" He get inside the car. Goddamn electric cars.
He ended up having to steal somebody's car.
Everything was like, "Goddamn this." So he get there. He's like, "Goddamn people in my cabin." Something. He ends up hitting the guy. Father gets messed up in the end.
Yeah, because they end up
because everybody just be pausing. When you hit somebody, you run them over.
I think that's when they killed the second guy. I think the dad killed the second guy.
He shot him in the ball. He shot him in the knee. Yeah. They didn't kill him. He falls down. The girl gets away.
Yeah.
But the other guy ends up getting the father some kind of way.
Yeah, and
Lars and the girl run away because he tells her to go on the boat.
Yeah.
Because they did have a boat to get away with. Yeah, it's coming back.
Yeah, she goes down to the boat, and Lars's father gets put into the
lawnmower. His chest gets in it.
Yeah, one arm.
Arm? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, just one arm.
And
he pushed his whole chest in because that's right.
Yes, they did. Yeah. And so Lars goes down there with her to escape, and he said, "I'll be back." And he goes back up, I guess, to save his father, and to kill a guy. So he goes in, and you remember this part when he goes back up in the dead.
Oh yeah, he goes back up, and he goes back in the house, and the other guy's in the house, and him and the other guy fighting over the gun and everything.
One got shot with the knee in the knee.
In the knee, yeah, and then they're going back and forth, and then Lars turned the gun on him, and boom, shotguns him right in the dick.
Yep.
Really bad. So then Lars comes outside. His dad had crawled away. Don't know how he was still out, but he was disemboweled or whatever. But he seen his old hammock and said, "Ooh," and went and crawled in his old hammock and was just going to die staring at the sunset.
That's right, yeah.
And then Lars comes out and he's like, "How you doing, Pop?" He's like, "Oh, how you doing, son?" He said, "Not so bad. I just shotgunned the guy in the balls."
Yeah, because his dad was proud because Lars was a little punk for the most part. Yeah. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, so then Lars goes back down to save his wife, but
because the other guy has
Petter,
the wife.
Is down there with his wife at this point, so he gets down there and he's fighting with Petter and his wife on the boat.
Yeah, but before that, he instead of like the boat goes off, so Lars just grabs the rope.
Oh yeah. When the boat goes off, and we all know how that happens. Yeah. You yank off the dock and
like
your water skin. And...
But he was under the water and then come up. But he gets on the boat, unrealistically done, but he gets on the boat.
Yeah, no rope burns and nothing, just pulled through. Yeah.
And then he ends up fighting the guy, and then they get the guy overboard, and then he drowns him.
No, he doesn't drown him. He put him into the propeller, like he did his pop. He put him into the propeller, into the rudder of the propeller.
Oh no, he got his arm like that. He did his arm like that.
Yeah.
And then he still was fighting, and that's when they threw him over, and he was in the water and he died. Yeah. He couldn't get up. But then Lars was stuck. His foot got stuck and pulled over the water. Yeah. And the wife had to save him. But does she? We're not gonna tell him the rest, are we?
No, you gotta watch yourself.
Yeah, I believe that's what you need to do. Does she? Do she save him after all this time? He's drowning. Go watch the movie.
He wanted to kill her. She wanted to kill him.
I don't blame her.
They both had insurance policies and legitimate excuses at this point.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
I do.
Well, go see the movie. It's called The Trip. Yeah. I thought it was a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a B to Z movie. All right. So I'm the Undomesticated John. This is This is from B to Z. No A's allowed.
Catch you next movie.
See you next movie.
Whatever.
Do that again.
See you next movie.
Never mind.